Hello everyone. It's another day. In fact, it's the day after Christmas, and took a little bit of a holiday off earlier, and now Sparks Motors, since we were working so hard on some projects, gave us this week off. But what does that mean? That means if I got a week off from that, I am a week on getting stuff for the Fortress. Now, I had a bunch of stuff still for the window frames and the shutters. So I actually came here a little bit before on Christmas Eve day and did some painting on some of the lower pieces on the frame. And also got over here a whole pile of stuff that I bent. Did some bending too. So we got a bunch of side pieces, some more bottom pieces. We got more shutters. So basically today is just going to be the long, tedious chore of simply getting everything set, welded up and painted in pieces to be taken to the Fortress to be put on. I've got a few, found that there was a few comments on a couple people that said that they unsubscribed because I had a lack of Fortress content. Well, not much I can do about that. I've only got so much time in the day, and trying to get up there during the winter time is hard. Not too bad right now. I'm really surprised. We don't really have any snow or anything, but it is just cold. So I am going to do a little bit of work here. And I'm sorry for those that want more of the Fortress content. I'll get to it when I can get to it. And in order to pay for this channel and everything, that's why I go for other things like recoveries or getting new equipment or something. But it helps pay for building on it. And that actually, in a way, is part of the Fortress project. So I do appreciate all those that have stuck with me, and hope that will stick with me through the future. So, but today, like I said, I've just got a bunch of stuff to do here, and it looks like I do have enough shutters to do 2 windows only, but it looks like enough of the side pieces to at least do 3, if not 4. And a bunch of bottom pieces and top pieces, and my box full of hinge pieces that I cut. So here I am, just gonna go for it and get this stuff done. So once I can get all this welded up, I can throw it on some cardboard and get it painted. I'd like to get enough to at least get 3 window frames in, at least 2 windows closed. And hopefully then I'll try to pick up some more metal and get some of the other stuff done. But I hopefully will get up to the Fortress in the next day or 2, and we'll have some more footage on that. So let me get going on this and get some stuff done. One more pair of shutters done, lots to go. Oh boy. Been a lot of hard work. I've been working on this for quite a couple hours now, probably 4. And getting close. I've got like 1, 2, and this 3rd side piece here to do, as you can see. So what I do is I got my jig for all my window frames, and I took out the centering jig because it's not really needed on this, because I'm just lining up all my end pieces so I can get my hinges in the same spot. And I use this cube to hold everything right where it's at. So I put a couple tack welds and I can pull it up and then finish the welds on all of the tubing pieces for the hinge. So I'm gonna get to it. Almost done. When I'm done, we'll take a look at all the pieces that I did today. That's how I get one of the sides done. Just doing this over and over. Got one more piece, and then do some painting, and then leave, come back in a few hours, finish the other side of the painting, and then I'll have everything ready for the mountain by tomorrow, I believe. All right. A lot of work. It's late, but there you have it. Got all that. Now, however, some of these I've got to flip over and paint, so I will probably have to come back here and, I don't know, probably 5 hours, flip them over and then repaint them. That's taking a lot of paint too. So, well, I've got this set up, so now as soon as the paint dries, we can take it up to the mountain and see what I can do about installing it in the fortress if weather permits. So we'll see you when I get up there. Is this crazy or what? I am on top of the fortress here, and this is like December 27th or 28th, Wednesday, and there is like no snow here. And it's a little foggy out there, but it is not that cold. I can almost walk with just my t-shirt on here, which I probably will if I'm going to be carrying a bunch of this. But I put the coat on, just, you know, a little cool. But I can't believe that I'm up here and I just got all the materials for a bunch more of the windows and the shutters. So yeah, I've got a bunch of the shutters there. This is all from what I just showed you, all that stuff that was on the floor painted. So I am going to take all that and carry it up all the way up there. So it is still, I'm amazed on how good the weather is, and there's no real wind or anything. So I might be able to get some stuff done today. Gonna take a little while bringing them all up, but let's get them. I have to admit, these 1/2-inch plate shutters, they're really heavy. Well, now I got all my materials up here. There's enough to do this room right here. And then I just noticed I forgot to pour a little bit of concrete right there, so I can't do that window. I'm sort of bummed on that. I completely forgot about that. But I can get all the window frames, and well, we'll just not have to do that one until I can get around to the temperature I can pour some concrete. I almost could pour it today. I wondered if I maybe try to see if I could pour that today. It's pretty warm, but it gets cold at night. I just don't want it to freeze, so probably I'll have to hold off on that. All right, well, I'm gonna have to probably start up the generator and get ready and clean out around the window wells and smooth them out so I can get all these assemblies here installed. Lots and lots to do, but let's get on it. Well, all of a sudden we got a couple of hiccups. We got some really cold wind coming in. Not only that, I just spent the last 45 minutes because my grinder, which I grind out for the window wells, wouldn't start, just didn't start. And this is my old one with the broken handle, so I put the grinding disc on it, but trying to tape it up enough just to be able to use it right now. Not sure if it's going to work right or not, but I'm just going to tape it some more, and hopefully I can at least get all these windows prepped up. But I'm not sure with the wind blowing as much as it is. It's blowing pretty good. I can't weld, so it means I can't put the frames in, and it is cold blowing now. And it looks to me like the sun's about ready to go down over the mountain, and that's going to make it colder. So I'm just going to see what I can do, see if I can get this grinder operational here. After like a whole roll of electrical tape on this, I think we got it good. This grinding wheel is so heavy that when I go to try to turn the whole grinder, it doesn't want to turn, like wants to rotate me. So I'm just going to finish off and smooth out what I can. We'll see if we can get some of the framing in. I've been doing quite a bit of grinding, but my grinding wheel doesn't grind very fast. It's almost like a polishing. And it's like the only one I have. And my problem is my frame work is exactly allows for a 4-foot high opening by, I think it's like 16, I can't remember what the width is. I think it's 24. And the problem is it seemed like when I did the concrete lintels, they sagged just about, like came down like a 1/4 of an inch. So I can't fit it. I'm a 1/4 of an inch too short. So I've got it's really hard to grind up above. So what I'll end up doing is I'll be grinding down below. But the concrete and that grinding wheel is just not going very fast. I'm gonna look, I don't know, I think this is the same one as that I have on that one right there. I don't know, I might have to find something that's more coarse for grinding. Something maybe with diamond I mean, this stuff is designed for masonry, but the concrete is pretty hard, and I'm not grinding down very quick. So I have to look around, see if I can find something else. Something maybe, because I don't know how well this one's going to work, because it looks like exactly the same stuff as on my other one. But I was using my diamond skill saw, and I did manage to cut this one down quite a bit by just pulling the skill saw back and forth. And I'm almost there. I mean, I'm like a 1/16 of an inch. So, but my skill saw blade, diamond blade, is just about gone. And I'm gonna have to think about that next time I fill up. Luckily, like on this one here that I filled up, I didn't put the concrete up as much. Just the on the other ones, the concrete, I went all the way to the top and a little bit above. That makes it hard to grind. So, well, the sun's going down, and I guess it's just gonna have to wait a day or so. I can grab some of the other materials, come up here, and see if I can get these windows in. So, this video will continue until then. So, I'll see you as soon as I can grab some stuff to grind down this concrete a little more. Oh, I forgot I had this a smaller one, this DeWalt concrete masonry, in a small grinder, and it's grinding faster than the big one. So I'm going to try this little one out for a little bit and see how well it works. I'm back up on the top today. Slept in a little because the last time I was shooting the video, I was not feeling very good, and so for like 2 days I just didn't have the energy. But today I'm feeling a lot better, got a lot more energy, but it's towards the end of the day because I rested up. But I decided, since I tried to finish grinding, but it was just taking a little bit longer than I really wanted. So I ended up stopping at Home Depot, and I've been using these Avanti Pros in my skill saw for cutting the block, and I was looking for some diamond grinding wheels, and all they had was the rigid. They're pretty expensive. I mean, like this one's like almost 60 bucks, and that's almost $110. I'm gonna try this one out. I'm sort of iffy whether or not I'm gonna use a $110 one. If I can just get away with using this one right here. So I'm going to try it, and let's see if it works. I hope it works, and I hope it works a lot faster so I can start putting the frames in and welding. So let me hook it up onto the grinder and try it out. You can see I used this yesterday, and it did a pretty good job. I actually like that. I mean, it'd be nice to make some concrete countertops and use these for polishing, but they don't seem to cut down as fast. So we'll try this rigid one and see how well it works. Well, if you can see in the video, it actually cuts really, really well. I was able to hit one of the spots that was sagging right here, and it cut it down pretty quick. It's cutting off so much stuff so quickly, I really need to get me a mask or something so I don't be sucking in all that dust. Like I gotta go across on the top there. I can go down more at the bottom, but I'm just trying to get it all nice and even. But yeah, I'm very happy with that right now. It cuts really good. It doesn't, the other ones polish better. So if I were to make like, I want to make some like concrete tables. So I'm thinking to use this to do the preliminary cuts and then use those other, something like this and these bigger ones for polishing. But I'm pretty happy. I think it's just going to take me probably a half an hour and I'll have everything ready to start welding in the window frames. It's funny since I don't have any other masks, but it'll work for now. Well, I think I've got everything ground down. There might be just some little high spots I'll have to do. But my poor little DeWalt started to get hot. So I put it on the big professional industrial grinder. Much harder to work with this big thing with that little head there. It was much nicer using this, but it was just getting too hot. I didn't want to destroy it. So I'm gonna start grabbing some of the pieces and see what I can put together. Well, that's the first one for right there. This is the first window that I've been able to get to both sides, since the others go off to a huge drop off. So this side here needs to come in just a little bit. Got like a little bit of a gap. So I need to get a ratchet strap on that, pull on it a little bit, and start tack welding this in and then weld it. Well, I've got it in place. I tack welded on the one side and pulled the jig over here. I'm not going to push it all the way in. I'm going to use it to hold one side and then the other. I've designed it to be as square as possible and try to get everything all lined up. Now I'll get this one tacked, and once I do that, I'll pull it out and then finish all the welding. So it's coming along. The sun is going down, so I'll just be able to get this one done. And it'll be awesome to see this one with the shutters on it. Well, it's actually getting dark, but I've just put some touch-up primer all around on the places I welded, and yeah, it's getting dark, and I'm gonna put the shutters on now. So let's see what the shutters look like. Well, it's dark now. I'm gonna be closing up, but guess what I did? I got the shutters done. So on this side, as you can tell, it's gotten dark. The sun's gone down and it is pretty dark up here. So got the shutters in for just this one window, and they work really nice, which it's sort of hard to see since it's really cold, but and dark, and with it being cold, my batteries on my GoPro would just keep dying, so I had to warm up the batteries. I'm back up another day, and last night I was going to try to close up the video to show you the shutters, and here they are, and they work pretty good. You like close this thing all the way off, and then so the shutters fit in pretty good. So I'm was gonna work there, but that's where the sun comes in, so I don't want to really close it up. So I'm working on the shutters here too. Been doing some work. Takes a little bit of time to weld it in, especially up on the top, because in order to fit them in, I have to cut off a tab, so it leaves me a big gap. So that's what I've got there for working on the shutters on the Fortress. So I'm going to cut the video off right here. I'm going to continue working, and it'll take me another day before I can get the shutters that I've got made, put all up on. So we've had like some amazing weather, and I really appreciate everybody for watching the videos. I thank you so much, and please subscribe if you like them, and please hit the like if you liked it, and always you can click on the notifications so whenever I have a new video. Since this is winter time, I never know how much of the Fortress I'll be able to work on. I mean, I've had some other people like say, well, we don't have enough Fortress content. It's just what I can do. So I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.